Brampton temple attack in Canada by Khalistani extremists. Latest development having been 3 being arrested by Canada's Peel Regional Police. However, on the other hand, another very important update that we bring to you with regards to this case is the Prime Minister's first statement since Canada-related controversy began in last year, September. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has now issued a strong statement after Khalistani extremists targeted a Hindu temple in Ontario, making it quite clear that Prime Minister stands for Indians across the world. He has said, "I strongly condemn the deliberate attack on a Hindu temple in Canada. Equally appalling are the cowardly attempts to intimidate our diplomats. Such acts of violence will never weaken India's resolve. We expect the Canadian government to ensure justice and uphold the rule of law." This is what the Prime Minister has posted on platform X. Meanwhile, the incident took place on Sunday when a pro-Khalistani crowd came to the Hindu Sabha Temple, which was hosting a consular camp that Indian diplomats had organized for the Canadian and the Indian Life Certificate beneficiaries. In fact, for the sake of the beneficiaries, the High Commission in Ottawa and Indian missions had planned similar consular camps in multiple locations across the country. Protesters in the pro-Khalistani crowd chanted slogans against the Indian government and Mr. Modi that soon spiraled into a confrontation with the protesters, resorting to violence and entering the temple premises. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau too condemned the attack on the Hindu temple. However, he did not call out the pro-Khalistani elements who have been carrying out provocative acts in his regime. Prime Minister Modi has also called out Ottawa after some members of the Indian consular staff were put under video and audio surveillance by the Canadian authorities.
I think what happened yesterday at the Hindu temple in Canada was obviously deeply concerning. And you would have seen the statement first by our official spokesperson and also the expression of concern by our Prime Minister yesterday. So that should, I think, convey to you how deeply we feel about it. One, Canada has developed a pattern of making allegations without providing specifics. Secondly, when we look at Canada, for us, the fact that they're putting our diplomats under surveillance is something which is unacceptable.
कनाडा के ब्रैम्पटन में हिंदू मंदिर पर खालिस्तानी हमले की घटना चिंता की बात है। वहां के लोगों की प्रार्थना पर इंडियन काउंसलेट ने एक शिविर लगाया था, कैंप लगाया था। 3 दिन पहले इसकी सूचना वहां की पुलिस को दी थी और स्पष्ट कहा था कि कनाडा के सिक्योरिटी एनवायरनमेंट में पर्याप्त सुरक्षा की व्यवस्था इस मंदिर में होनी चाहिए। इस प्रार्थना को नजरअंदाज किया गया। पुलिस ने कुछ सुरक्षा की व्यवस्था नहीं की। इसके परिणाम स्वरूप यह हमला हुआ है। यह हमले की पहली घटना नहीं है। इसके पहले भी ग्रेटर टोरंटो एरिया, ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया, ब्रैम्पटन में हिंदू मंदिरों पर हमले हो चुके हैं। हमको इस बात में कि दीपावली के दिन वहां के प्रधानमंत्री के नाते एक ऑफिशियल स्टेटमेंट दिया था और ये कहा था कि जो इंडो कैनेडियंस हैं वो वहां माइग्रेंट्स का सबसे बड़ा समूह है। उन्होंने कनाडा की प्रगति में चहुमुखी योगदान दिया है और अपने वक्तव्य में दिवाली पर प्रधानमंत्री ट्रूडो ने यह भी कहा था कि हम इस भारतीय समुदाय को सुरक्षित रखेंगे, सुरक्षा की व्यवस्था करेंगे। यह दावा खोखला साबित हुआ है।
And in relation to the vandalism that you describe, I know that our local members have expressed a very strong view about that. particularly in the week of Diwali. It's a very upsetting thing for members of the faith community and the Indian community more broadly. So I would again say people across Australia have a right to be safe and respected. People also have a right to peaceful protest. People have a right to express their views peacefully. We draw a line between that and violence, incitement of hatred or vandalism, and they should be dealt with by the appropriate law enforcement authorities. We both see the great importance in the Quad. It is an arrangement, a meeting, a grouping with countries that share very similar interests in the sort of region we want, and having countries of from different perspectives. So, obviously, the US, India, Australia, Japan. It's a very valuable strategic discussion. We would see that as retaining its importance, regardless of the outcome of the election.